Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. We are getting closer to the end of the game, and I am just completing a few side quests. During this segment I will be completing the Mognet Central side quest, and in order to start this side quest, aside from delivering all the letters to the moogles, we need to find the Superslick, and in order to do that we need to go around the world map delivering letters. But we get very nice rewards for doing this, so it's not a bad side quest for you to complete. First, let's start by talking with Steelskin. If you bought everything from him up until this point in the game, he will reward you with a ribbon. As you know, ribbons are very important defensive items, so you'll want one of those. You will also get an achievement if you are playing on the Steam version. I already unlocked it, that's why it didn't appear, but you'll get an achievement for collecting 4 moonstones. So our first letter, we need to deliver it to Atla. Atla is located in Burmecia, so that's our first destination. I will show myself traveling to all of these locations in case for some reason you don't remember where one of these places is. But we will travel back and forth a lot, and eventually the last letter will be delivered to Kupo once again, so we will have to come back to Alexandria. But for now, let's head towards Burmecia. You can always select the location on the world map. But like I said, this side quest, it's worth your time. It doesn't take that long, you can do this in 20 minutes or so it's not a big deal. Plus it's actually convenient because after we visit Burmecia we're going back to the Black Mage Village to deliver a letter, and we can buy new equipment in the Black Mage Village at this point. So I wanted to go there anyway. Atla, unfortunately, is deep inside Burmecia, so we have to travel a lot. You might enter a few random battles, but at this point in the game I don't think you'll have any problems with the monsters in Burmecia. They're all incredibly weak. Seems that they know better and they're not even challenging Zidane and the rest of the party so far. So now we're going to travel to the Black Mage Village, that's where Mogryo is. Keep in mind that in the forest surrounding the Black Mage Village you will encounter monsters that you could battle in Pandemonium. I guess they destroyed the monsters that lurked in the village beforehand, but now if you run through those forests you'll battle Malboros and so on. And I guess we are in luck, we'll get out of Burmecia without entering a fight. Black Mage Village is right here in the corner of the outer continent, so let's head there next. Just going to land here. We do have to cross the forest, unfortunately. Might enter a few random battles. I'll just skip them. And here we are. So let's start by delivering the letter, and then I'll go ahead and buy the new items that I want to buy. So Mogryo or Mogryo will give us a letter, and we have to deliver a letter to Kumool, and he is located in Ipsen's castle, so that's our next destination. But first let's buy some new gear. I don't need most of these weapons, but the Thief's Hat is a good defensive gear, and the dark gear, you will need dark gears because they'll be very useful for when we battle Ozma, the super boss of Final Fantasy IX. And if you visit the synthetist shop, you can make a new weapon for Zidane, as well as for Amaranth, Echo, and you can also buy a bunch of new gear. You can make gauntlets, I will make a pair. The golden skull cap, very good defensive item. As you can see, you can make a bunch of new items. You can even make light robes, which is why it was pointless for you to steal them from Kuja. And Grand Armor is a very good defensive armor, but we need a mithril sword. I believe that at this point in the game you can buy mithril swords in Trino, so you might want to travel there. Even though there's a better weapon for Zidane already available, if you have the Mazamun, you can inflict the curse status, or the doom status, not curse, sorry, the doom status on an enemy, which is pretty much an instant death attack, so that's why it's such a useful weapon. You just need to make sure that you have the added status ability equipped. But now we're ready to go, and we can move on to Ipsen's castle to deliver the next letter. We're about halfway done at this point. So let's go to Ipsen's castle now. One thing that I like with the castle is the fact that they added the mist in the background of the castle, and I think that's pretty cool that they remembered to do that little detail. See, the castle is surrounded by mist. Before it wasn't. I think that's a very cool little effect, because you'd think that they would forget about it, but they didn't. So here's Kumool, fortunately is right near the entrance. They're all being incredibly vague here. They could just tell Zidane what the item is. But anyway, now we're going to get another letter. We need to deliver a letter to Mois, and Mois is located in the march in the Mist Continent, the same place where you meet up with Quina for the first time. So he's located near the entrance of the excavation site Fossil Rue, so that's where we need to go. So once again, turn this ship around, turn it upside down now, and we're going to travel to the marsh. And deliver the next letter. We only have to deliver 2 more letters after this. So let's land here. So we're not going to let Quina catch frogs right now. In fact, I'm waiting for the frog population to respawn so that we can have the boss battle against Quail. Unfortunately, even though I've left a male and a female on most marshes, and I even left golden frogs behind, for some reason they're not respawning as quickly as they should. I think it's some issue with the Steam version, but in order to battle Quail we need to capture 99 frogs. So currently I'm at 72, I believe. So what I'll probably do is complete a few more side quests, train my characters a little bit, and then by then I should be able to get to the 99 frogs. But now we have another letter to deliver, and we're going to head towards Daguerreo. That's where we need to deliver our next weapon, and we can also buy a new weapon for Steiner there, the Ultima Sword. And we can also talk with an old guy who will give us a clue about the magical fingerprint, and then we can head to Trino to collect the magical fingerprint and then bring it back to the old guy, and we'll get the Excalibur, I think that's the way you pronounce it, which is the best weapon for Steiner aside from the Excalibur number 2, which you can't obtain unless you reach Memoria in however many hours. If you are doing a complete walkthrough of the game and you're trying to complete everything, you won't be able to do that on a normal run. On a speed run, yes, but not on a normal run. And anyway, let's head inside and let's deliver that letter. After this we're going back to Alexandria. We've went full circle here. Incredibly vague. But anyway, we're going to have one final letter to deliver. This guy doesn't have anything new for me. So let's keep going. Actually, I need to turn back around because I forgot to talk with the old man. We will find this item in the auction house in Trino. But for now, let's buy a new weapon for Steiner, the Ultima Sword. And now we can leave. So back to Alexandria, where everything first started, and I didn't mean to go back inside the airship, so let's leave again. To Alexandria. And we can finally complete this side quest. As you can see, it didn't take that long. After we deliver this final letter, we need to collect the Superslick from Ruby, and then we can travel to the Mognet Central and get the machine working again. But we need a chocobo to travel to the Mognet Central, or actually get inside the Mognet Central, so keep that in mind. You'll need Choco. But let's go through here. I have the bad habit of doing this and turning around and heading back to the previous screen. Let's step inside. Well, you don't need to know who has it, because we know who has it. It's Ruby, so let's talk to her and get this side quest done. You'll also get an achievement for doing this in the Steam version. Again, it already appeared for me during my practice run, but let's get out and now we can finally travel to the Mognet Central. I'll show you the location on the world map. We're going to need to feed our chocobo a dead pepper in order to enter the Mognet Central. But it's located right there. That's our destination in the outer continent. Might as well land here and call Shoko and then just fly there. So let's land here and let's go through here. Let's feed him a dead pepper. I guess I wasn't right on top of it. Let's try this again. There we go. Here we are. So let's talk with him and give him the Superslick. And as you can see, we got an achievement for doing this, because in my practice run I actually didn't bother to step inside the central. But that's it, and we'll get a reward. A protect ring, very nice reward. So you can spare the 20 minutes to do this. It's really not that hard of a side quest. But that's going to be it for this segment, my friends. In the next part we will obtain Zidane's ultimate weapon. We will also get the Excalibur for Steiner. We will find out Garnet's true name and do a few more things, complete the Stelazio coin side quest as well. And then we will only have to beat a couple of side quests by battling a few super bosses, and then we can pretty much finish the game. So look forward to that. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later for the next part. Take care.